Hi there, it's Andy Wang from Clarico here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do some bookkeeping. Specifically, I'm going to show you how to do bookkeeping for a situation where you have a practitioner who is not an employee and they see their own clients earn their own income, but you charge them a service fee that is a percentage of the income they earn. So for example, what would happen is the practitioner would see the clients throughout the month. You would receive the income they earn into your bank account, and at the end of the month, you would just pay them out what they've earned minus the service fee that your business will charge them. There is one thing you want to make sure you get in place before you start doing this. You want to make sure your contracts are in place. The contracts specify all the details and make sure that everyone is on the same page. Specifically, you want to make sure you're covering how much of a service fee you're charging, what percentages it is, and also whether that percentage includes GST or excludes GST. You also want to specify whether the income that you're calculating the percentage on, is that going to be inclusive of GST or exclusive of GST. Let's assume that you've got that out of the way. The next step is to set up your accounts in Xero. The first step is you want to go to accounting and chart of accounts to set up your current liability account. So you can see I've set up a current liability account. Let's just look at the details. So the account type is current liability. You can enter whatever code you work with, and I've called this the Fit Freddy clearing account because our practitioner's name is Fit Freddy. The reason why this is a current liability account is because as we collect the money on their behalf, it's our liability to pay this money out to them. This is not our income. This is not our money. The next step is you want to make sure you tick this box which says enable payments to this account. So once you've done that, click save. So that's account number 1 created. The second account you want to create is a service fee revenue account. This is just to recognize the income you earn from charging these service fees. So the account type will be revenue. The code can be whatever you'd like. And I've named this service fee revenue, and will normally generally be GST on income because you're not providing a health service. In this case, you're providing admin services, which does attract GST if you're registered. Once that's done, you're ready to go to the next step, which is to download your sales report for the practitioner. So here I'm using Clinico, and you can see I've downloaded a sales report for Fit Freddy. We can see that Fit Freddy has earned $1,045, let's say for the month of January. No GST has been charged here, so tax won't come into play. Once we've downloaded our revenue report, we go back into Xero. This is where the procedure might change a bit depending on your setup. Let's run through them both. You can see here that I've got 2 lots of income coming in. One is very easily identifiable as Fit Freddy's income. This could be for a situation where that practitioner has a different terminal and it's mapped to a separate bank account. If that's the case, super simple. As money comes in, you know it's going to be for that practitioner, which you're going to be charging a service fee for. So all you need to do is reconcile this directly to that clearing account you just set up. So the Fit Freddy clearing account. That's all you need to do. However, if the income they earn goes into your generic income pool, and just say this is high caps or FPOS income and you can't easily identify it when it comes in, then simply reconcile this to your general income accounts. So let's just say this is high caps income, and we're just going to put this to physio income. If you fit into the latter situation, there is an extra step you need to do. So in this case, we're going to reconcile this second transaction because this first one is pretty self-explanatory. You just put it to Fit Freddy's clearing account. So I'm going to reconcile this, and $3,000 will go to our physio income account, but 1,045 of that technically belongs to Fit Freddy. So I'm going to click OK. So now we need to recognize Fit Freddy's portion of income out of that $3,000. To do that, simply head back to your dashboard and you want to create a bill. So this bill, let's just call it Fit Freddy. And we'll date this, let's say we're doing this procedure for the end of January. And this is moving Fit Freddy's income to Fit Freddy clearing account. What I like to do here is also attach the report. So you can click here and add the report which you downloaded. I'll just copy the reference, and it's going to be 1045 is the amount. So remember, this is how much Fit Freddy earned. And for the account here, we're going to put it to physio income. So what we're doing here is we're decreasing our physio income by 1045 because that 1045 doesn't belong to us, it belongs to Fit Freddy, and we'll approve this bill. So now we have an outstanding bill. We can simply mark it as paid by selecting the same date, and we're going to pay it against Fit Freddy's clearing account. So what this does is we're reducing our physio income by 1045 and we're increasing Fit Freddy's clearing account, remember, which is a liability account. We owe Fit Freddy this money by 1045. So we'll add this payment and that's done. So if you want to check that you've done the right thing, simply head over to your balance sheet. And if you run the report as of the end of the month, we should be able to see that Fit Freddy's clearing account is showing 1045, which means we owe Fit Freddy 1045. And to be double sure, if we go to our profit and loss and we run it for the month of January, you can see our physio income was $3,000, but we've reduced it by 1045. So our income's actually 1955 because we've moved 1045 to Fit Freddy's account. Okay, so just to clarify, you only need to do this step if you can't easily identify your practitioner's income as it comes in. If you can, reconcile it directly to their clearing account. The rest of the steps we're going to cover are exactly the same, regardless of which situation you're in. So the next step is to actually create the invoice in Xero. So we're going to select new sales invoice. And in this case, we're going to be invoicing Fit Freddy as of 31st of January. Let's call this January service fee. And what we want to do is we want to enter in what our service fee is. So in this case, Fit Freddy had a total income of 1,045. So let's just pretend that the service fee is 40%. So it's going to be 1,045 times by 0.4. So our service fee is going to be $418 and the account we select needs to be service fee revenue. This is where you really want to clarify in the contract, is your service fee percentage inclusive of GST or exclusive? In this case, we're saying our 40% does not include GST. So our total service fee is going to be the 418, which is the 40% plus GST on top. So we'll approve that. Great, that's all done. If you're in a situation where you pay the practitioner the entire amount of their income, then they just pay you back, then your process ends here. You just simply pay them out the 1,045 and you reconcile that money going out to the clearing account. And when they pay you back, you have an invoice to reconcile that money against. But if you only pay them out after you take out your service fee, you want to receive the payment manually because technically you've already received it. So the date paid will be the end of the month and you want to pay it against a clearing account, the Fit Freddy clearing account. So in this case, we're saying we owe Fit Freddy $459.80 less because this is the service fee we charge. So I'm going to add this payment. That's done. So that way you've recognized your income for the month. That is a service fee. Next, as a double check, you can go to the balance sheet again and run it for the end of the month or whatever period you're actually using. And if we go down to Fit Freddy's clearing account, you can see that we now only owe Fit Freddy $585.20. So what you see here is Fit Freddy earned $1,045 and we owed Fit Freddy that. Then we charged our service fee, $459.80. So we only now owe Fit Freddy $585.20. So what I will pay out of my bank account will be $585.20. When that comes into Xero, I will just reconcile it against this account, the Fit Freddy clearing account, or in your case, your practitioner clearing account. We recommend running a separate clearing account for each one of these practitioners you have this arrangement for, just to make tracking easier, because this way it's really easy for me to see, okay, I need to pay out Fit Freddy this amount. If I had 10 practitioners in here, it'd be really hard to track how much I need to pay each one out. I hope this has been useful, and until next time, Peace.